It's time for another tier list. Welcome, everyone, to the Gen 3 Pokemon tier list. Today, we're going to be getting into all the Gen 3 Pokemon, and we're going to be ranking them on whether how much I like them, how cute they are, how cool they are, how effective they are, and just what I generally think of the Pokemon itself. This is a biased, very biased tier list, but everything I say is facts, and if you disagree with me, you're wrong. Alright, anyways, we're just gonna hop straight into this, and we're gonna do the starter Pokemons. Starting off with, here we go, Trico, S tier, and Grovel, mid tier. Subtile is in Z tier. Z tier. There's actually, um, there is, okay, Torchic, Blaziken is actually, okay, and the Mudkip, and Swampert. Actually, all three starters make it into Z tier. I know, this is weird, okay? I have never put more than one starter inside of Z tier before. Until today. So, they're actually not that bad. I love all of them. If I was actually going to be a little bit more strict, I would actually probably it's more along the lines of this for me. If I had to be super strict, which you know what, I will be. I'll be super strict on myself. Um Actually, there we go. So yeah, there. I'm feeling more comfortable with that. That's good. And then Mightyena and Pucci. So I think Pucci's a little better. Zigzagoon it's a really decent starter. Then it evolves and gets bad. And then Wurmple. And then both of that. And then Beautyfly is gross. And then I like the pink one a little bit more. And Dustox in the anime is pretty dope. Usually I don't put bugs higher than B tier, but you know. Lotad is a go. I don't like this form. It's mid form. And then and then that gets in the S tier. I'm pretty comfortable with that. Putting it, actually, I won't, hold on. Wait a minute. No, I'm actually not. Yeah, there we go. Seedine! I like the art for this Pokemon. This art for the Pokemon gets it into B tier. Then it evolves and gets a little bit worse. And then it evolves again and gets even worse. And then swallow it. Right? No, that's a different Pokemon. This is bird. Another bird. Blah. Whatever. And then Wingull. Wingull, I know one of my friends really likes Wingull, but honestly, Wingull's a D tier Pokemon. Same with that form. Ralts is cute. They're an A tier. Same with Curlia. And then Gardevoir's in Z tier. Galade's a S tier. Like, I'm just, this is D tier. Same with that form. And then, oh, this one's a good one. This one's an A tier right there. That's an A tier. And then it evolves and gets a little bit worse. And I like Shroomish. Shroomish is cool, okay? I don't care that it's a mushroom. I don't care. It's adorable. It doesn't need to evolve into a kangaroo type mushroom Pokemon. I don't know what they were going for. It was crazy. It was perfect the way it was. They should have just made it a larger mushroom. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. And then the sloth Pokemon. And then it gets worse. It gets really bad. Actually, it gets F tier bad. And then Slacking brings it back up because Slacking is decaying. And it goes back up to a B tier. I feel so bad. I am just literally dunking on mid tiers. Mid form so bad. And Shedinja! This is good, and this form is good. This one has helped save me in battle many times. And by that, I mean once, and it was funny. And this one's cute. This one's also an A tier. And then Xploud. I oh no, I feel so bad. It's just, you know, fighting types must burn, but I actually like this design of this fighting type a lot more in its pre-evolution. I actually think it's an A tier. And then we have Nose Pass, Nose Pass, and then it evolves and gets really bad. But Nose Pass is so cute. Skitty, Skitty's an S tier, and then its evolved form as an S tier is really it's adorable. Come on. And then Sableye, it's an A tier. Mawwile's a Z tier. Oh my goodness. And then we're doing the Aggron. Aggron, S tier. I mean Z tier, S tier, S tier. It's not, listen. It's a steel type. It's awesome. Okay? It's literally awesome. Anybody that disagrees with me is wrong. It's literally awesome. It is so awesome, in fact, that it's like it's like up there. I like Mawile, probably the best out of so far. Probably like the top of my Z tier. And then yeah, I'm okay with that. Then more psychic fighting. I think this is psychic fighting, right? Yeah. Ugh. Disgusting. Honestly, move down one more. And then the electric dog. And this one actually gets better. Its midform is actually, I prefer its midform a little bit. It's like better. And then plus and minus. Yes. And then the bugs. And then we get into one of the best lines for grass type Pokemon. And it's Bidoof. Right? No. Roselia. And then another Z tier. Gen 3 has a lot of Z tiers. Okay, like Gen 3 has some of the best designed Pokemon of all time. And that is why our Z tier is actually filling out. You know what? We actually need I think we need to add another row and make it add a row above, right? And we'll do S plus. Just so that way S plus. There we go. So that way we can have it actually like separated a little more, because there is legit not a too terrible designed. I'm actually gonna move the starters down, and I'm gonna move Gallade up, and I think I'm gonna keep it at that. Actually, you know what? I'll move Blaziken up in the S plus, because yeah, because it's right there. To be honest, I would lean more on putting these two in the Z tier. But I think since there's so many Z tier Pokemon in this generation, that I need to kind of give a little bit more space. So, like, these are kind of, they're, well, not fully exchangeable, because Mawile is like the most goated one. But Gulpin's cool. It's the Vor Pokemon. Well, not really. Goodra is, but Swallows pretty alright. Not bad. And then the Piranha Pokemon. And then Sharpedo. Sharpedo is great. Oh my goodness. Sharpedo's a S plus. Wailmer, S plus. Wailord, S plus. Do I even need to speak on Wailord, Wailmer, and Sharpedo? Okay, I'll go into a little bit. Sharpedo is one of the coolest designed shark Pokemon of all time. It's literally a shark torpedo. How much better can you get than that? Wailmer is super adorable. Every time I've run into a Wailmer, I've not been like with like Magikarp or Tentacruel. I'm not like, oh my gosh, it's a Wailmer. Get away from me. How dare you? I'm more like, oh, it's so cute. Now, anyways, I gotta beat you up. You're coming with me. And Wailord is so adorable. It's massive. It's a massive whale. How do you hate whales? You can't. You can't hate whales. They're so cute. And then, oh, the Volcano Camel Pokemon. I actually like its, I don't think it's an S tier. I think it's an A tier. And then I think its mid-evolution is a B tier. Torkoal. Where am I gonna put you? Because I do like you. I like the idea of a fire turtle. But I think they did Torkoal better in a different generation. I'm trying to remember, but it was like a soft-shelled turtle design, and it looks pretty dope. Except like its dex was like it poops explodes, and that's disgusting. Well, I'll put Torkoal in A tier. And then, oh my goodness, the bouncy pig! Bouncy pig! If it stops bouncing, it dies! It's an A tier. It's like, it's an A tier Pokemon. And then it evolves and it gets, you know, honestly, it's not bad. It's not bad. You know what? It's the top of B tier. It's the top of B tier. Spinda's the bottom of A tier. Oh, and then this one, Turpish, right? This one was like one of my favorite ones with when I was collecting Pokemon cards. I loved the card art for this Pokemon so bad because I didn't know what it evolved into. And I don't like that one. But Flygon is literally an S plus tier. Flygon's amazing. Okay, this isn't okay. The cactus is actually the top of A tier now. And I think that its evolution form is actually the bottom of B tier. Oh my goodness, there's so many good design Pokemon in Gen 3. It's really hard to say. Oh my gosh. Okay, but we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. And the Cloudbird. And then Altaria is absolutely an S tier. There's no question about it. It's definitely an S tier. For like design and everything. It is probably the best spot to put an S tier. And then Zangoose. Zangoose is okay, but its rival is so much better. Yes, the snake Pokemon. Swiper. Yes, it's going in the top of S tier, S plus tier, S plus tier. I don't think I'm gonna put it in the Z tier because I think there's little things that hold it back. Like it can't evolve, and it's not big. It's not big enough. It needs to be larger. But I love the design. The design for this Pokemon is near perfect for them. And I love the red fangs. I love the scythe-like tail. It's great. And then Lunastone. It's C tier. Sunstone, C tier. I really don't care. And then this one, Wishcash, C tier. I really don't care for it either. And then the lobster Pokemon is an A tier. I think it's actually like right here. And it evolves. It gets a little better. I like the design a little bit better for the evolution of it. It becomes America. The stars and stripe. And then the psychic Pokemon. Psychic Pokemon are actually weirdly designed, and I don't particularly like them in this gen, but that's okay because there are so many great Pokemon. And then the fossil type Pokemon, we're gonna go ahead and go into these. They're actually the plant rock type, not great, you know, but it's pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. I think actually these are kind of like the worst fossil Pokemon that we've gotten so far. And then Feebas. Feebas is an A tier. And then Milotic, the literal goat, the what I wish Dragonair could have evolved into. If Dragonair could have evolved into like a version of Milotic, that would have been the greatest dragon type of all time. It doesn't make any sense, but I would have, you know. And then the weather Pokemon with the funny chest, Chameleon, B tier. And then we get into Shuppet. Shuppet starts as a C tier, and then its evolution is a S plus tier. S plus. And then, oh my goodness, S tier. There's no question. There's no question for this ghost Pokemon, right? It is literally an S tier. And then it evolves. And I think it's mid. Actually, no, its mid evolution is better. I'm gonna put it at the top of A tier. And then its final evolution is not good. I don't like the design of it at all. And this Tropish, this is another S tier Pokemon. S plus, actually. Tropish is an S plus Pokemon. It is literally an S plus because the reason why I'm saying it's an S plus Pokemon is because it's what Meganium should have been. That's what it should have been. It should have evolved into Tropish. The design for Trop is just really good. The Bell Pokemon, another Psychic Pokemon. Absol, come on. Do we really need to talk about Absol? Absol is... Oh gosh. Oh no, it could go either way. It could go either way for me. You know what? Actually, if I put Absol in here, I'm gonna have to put this. You know what? There we go. I'm fine with that. I'm literally fine with that. Yeah. I was gonna say if I had to put Absol, I gotta move that one up because I really like that. I am my I like my snakes. Okay, you not so super great, and then you are all right, and then you have the ghost ice type Pokemon. She's really cool, elegant. I like the backstory on this one where it's like it takes people and freezes them as ornaments and stuff. Now that's truly the top of S plus tier, and it doesn't get worse. It stays consistent. I'm gonna say it stays consistent. I kind of like Walrus. I think it gets a little bit worse. I think it drops out of S plus into S tier just because I don't like how they did the mustache. The mustache turned into like sideburns, and I don't particularly like that. More D tier water type. I mean, no, not D tier. C tier type water type Pokemon. Uh, this one's funny because I think there's an animation I watched where it just sucks the blood out of other Pokemon. So yeah, that one gets there. And then this Pokemon, the fossil type rock type Pokemon, water rock. I think it's great. I think it's the top of A tier, and it's based off of one of my favorite fish dinosaurs with the giant mouth. It's like a jaw crunch. And then Love Disc is okay. This is C tier. And now we have our next great dragon Pokemon with, I think they are, Salamence line is literally S. It goes S to A to back to like literally S plus. I don't like Salamence more than I like Absol, so I'm gonna leave Salamence that, and then oh my goodness, this one's also right there, right next to. Like I said, they're not bad, but his first form is not great. There we go. I'm feeling confident with that. Don't want this one at the front though. Okay. Regirock is actually, I like Regirock. I like Regirock a lot. I'm gonna put Regirock right here. I think I like Regice a bit more, and I've used these in battles. I do like the Regis, okay, and I think actually Regice is probably the top of S tier, and then this I've used in battle. I think it's a Z tier. I think this Regi's a Z tier. Latios and Latias are okay. I'm not super opinionated on them. I have them. I never used them. I've never really kind of liked them. I think they're good, but they're not my favorite. I would rather go for a Reggie over Latios and Latias. And their Mega Evolution isn't that great either, but I'm not talking about Megas because I know I'm saving the Megas for their own tier list. Don't worry. And then we have the greatest Pokemon trio of all time. The greatest Pokemon trio of all time. The only other trio that gets kind of close to how good these legendary lineups are is Diamond and Pearl. After that, nothing comes close. Nothing comes close for how great these are. And to do that, I'm going to have to add a row above. And we are going to have the Z plus. The Z plus tier. Okay? And that's because Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza are all so much better than every other legendary in Pokemon ever. And Groudon is at the top for me. Groudon is literally just the best. And then Kyogre and then Rayquaza. It's weird. People will be like, wait, you don't like Rayquaza as much, but you love green. Rayquaza's green. Yeah, but Groudon is just way better. And Kyogre's the GOAT. And I love the little art drawings people have done with them. And it's really cute. And Jirachi, the mythic Pokemon. Again, there is not a single bad um there's not a single bad legendary mythic Pokemon in this generation. And Deoxys is also up there. I don't like them as much as Jirachi and the three, but yeah, like there's just not a single bad one. Okay, so let's go ahead and start talking about this. We've got a lot of Pokemon and ranks to go through. So let's start with Z plus tier. Why did I put Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza in Z plus? Because you already know they're the greatest goats of all time. Groudon is my favorite legendary. I don't care what anybody says. Groudon is my favorite legendary of all time. It's not even close. Every time I've gotten a Groudon, I've had it on my team, and I've never taken Groudon off my team. Groudon has always been on my team along with Tyranitar, and I honestly can't decide which one I like more because they are so close. I love Tyranitar and I love Groudon equally. They are just that good. Kyogre, I love Kyogre. Kyogre is one of the coolest designed water legendary type Pokemons of all time. I don't think it gets better than Kyogre. It is literally a killer whale designed perfectly. And Rayquaza is one of the best sky dragon types of all time. Rayquaza has one of the coolest mega evolutions, one of the coolest shiny forms, one of the coolest monsters, pocket monsters to be in any movie. They didn't do my boy Groudon and Kyogre good in Pokemon movies and shows, but they did Rayquaza justice, and it's well deserved because Rayquaza is literally amazing. All right, now the top of Z tier, we got Mawile, Milotic, Gardevoir, Aggron, Rosalia, Survivor, and Absol, and Reggie, Iron Reggie, and then Jirachi. Mawile was my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon. Fairy, they were a Steel type. They turned Fairy Steel in later games, so they just got even better. Milotic is one of my favorite designed water type Pokemons of all time. They're very elegant. What I wish Dragonair would have turned into instead of Dragonite. Then Gardevoir, obviously one of the best designed Pokemon of all time. They're great. Their decks is where they want to create black holes to protect their trainer. Very cute. It's a cute designed Pokemon. Can't really argue with that. Aggron is goated. I love the iron steel type kind of thing. It's like a steel where Tyranitar is rock, Aggron is steel, and I love it. It's just like a samurai type kaiju monster, and it's amazing. Rosalia is one of my favorite grass types. I love the whole ninja rose like masquerade kind of vibe it's got going on. One of my favorite poison types. I still prefer Arbok over this one, but I love this one's design so much. It's just I wish they could have like fit this one in with some more evolutions, and it would have been great. Absol, just perfect, well designed fox, kind of like Pokemon. Nothing really to say here. I love Registeel because Registeel has helped me with my Groudon combo to get rid of flying types. I actually, in double battles, there's a move that I put on Registeel that would make every flying type land on the ground. And because of my speed stat that I had with Registeel, he would usually go like second. So all the flying types would land on the ground, and then Groudon would follow up with his special attack and one-shot them. It was great. It was great. It was one of my favorite combos when I was doing as a kid. Okay, because I was like, I don't care how good you think your flying type is, they're going to get rocked like a hurricane. And Jirachi is one of my favorite mythical Pokemon. The Wish Pokemon in the movie it was in, with like the one weird Groudon that was like tentacled and became like a giant monster and stuff. And it was like, you had a wish and that sleeps for 1,000 years. I wish I could sleep for 1,000 years. That's pretty crazy. Anyways, yeah, it's just super cute. I think it's probably one of the cutest ones. All right. Us plus tier, we have Deoxys, Regice, we have Metagross. We have Salamence, Feel, mid evolution of Spheal because I just think it's cute and it's happy. Trapeze. We have Sceptile. We have. I'm blanking at your name, but I know it starts with a B. And then we have Swampert, Gallade, and then we have Blaziken, Sharpedo, Wailmer, Wailord, Flygon, and Bagon. Deoxys, really great designed alien mythic. Not mythic. Is it a mythic? Legendary, mythic, you know, they're basically the same thing. I know that there's someone's gonna be like, actually, a mythic you only get through events. Wow. And the legendaries you get by completing the end of the game. Shut up. Anyways, so it would make it a legendary because you get it at the end of the game in some games. Whatever. Regice, very cool. Figuratively and very literally. It's very funny. I like this. I like Regice. I think Regice is just ice. Metagross is pretty cool. I like his design. Supercomputer. I like him in Super Smash Brothers as a Pokeball. Kind of slams everybody into the ground. And I also liked how he plays in the games. Salamence is really cool. Love the dragon design. It's like one of the most perfectly designed dragon types out there. I'm not going to talk about his Mega. I really want to. I'll save that for later because I'm going to kind of, you know. Spheal, Happy Seal. Who could hate Spheal? Spheal's literally one of the cutest Pokemon ever. One of the cutest Pokemon ever. One of the cutest Pokemon ever. But, you know, that evolves. It still stays cute, but it's chonky. But not as round. And spherical things are cute. And then we have Trappish. I love Trappish. I love the little bananas on it. I like the little... I like everything about it. It's just a dinosaur with bananas and it's a grass type. I love my grass type, so I think it's cute. Sceptile, very like perfect design starter Pokemon. Same with Blaziken and Swampert. They're just all three right next to each other. There's not a, like I said, there's not a single bad starter or starter Pokemon that is like, they're all equal in my opinion. There's no loser here. They're all clear winners for designs, how they play in game, and how just everything. There's no loser. They're all great. And Gallade's pretty good. One of my favorite ghost types, by the way. I'm not a big giant ghost type fan, but so I can't really remember its name, but it's one of my favorite ones. Gallade, pretty cool. I like the whole night thing he has going on for him. Sharpedo, one of my favorite water types. Wailmer, one of my favorite water types. Wailord, one of my favorite water types. Flygon, I don't prefer Flygon as a bug dragon. I'm not really a bug type fan, but I do think it's one of the best bug types. Bagon, just because he's cute. And then we have the Skull and the mid form and the final form. You know, Skull is pretty cute. It's very cute. Skull Ops, you know, it's really cute. It's probably one of the better ones. Regirock is goated. I'm gonna put Regirock up here, and then yeah. But these ones are Skitty. Skitty and Altaria actually have to go up here too. There you go. I feel a lot better about that. And then yeah. Okay. Yeah. There we go. I feel more confident about that. But then we go into A tier, Latios, Latias. And these are just Pokemon where, like, you know, A tier is usually where I put, like, a lot of the cute Pokemon. Because they're cute. If they're cute, they get in the A tier. So, not much needs to be said. Then, in the B tiers, we have the, like, they have something going for them. But there's, like, a couple things that draw them back from being any higher on the tier list. So, like, examples of, like, this are, like, the mid tiers. They're kind of cute, but they're also trying to be serious, but they don't pull off the seriousness look or the cute look off well enough to get them higher. And that's kind of how the rest of these Pokemon go. Except for C-Dot. C-Dot's perfect. A perfect B tier. C tier. I'm leaning more into I do not like their design as much, and I prefer other things over them. In the case of Nosepass, I like Nosepass as just the rock nose type Pokemon, but its evolution, it gets like a mustache, and it's not a very good mustache. And it's big red nose, and it gains a hat, and it's like, It doesn't really look as it doesn't look as cool. It should have just been that one meme face and just, you know, got long. I don't know. D tiers are just like your kind of common things that you run into, not really, but like I just don't like any of the designs for these, and I just don't prefer them. It's the don't prefer Pokemon. And then F tier, I really don't like looking at them at all. But for some reason, yeah, I just don't like looking at them. Actually, you are fine. You guys aren't actually F tier, but these three are. These are the F tiers of Gen 3. The F tiers of Gen 3, in my opinion, because every other Pokemon kind of has its place, and then these three are just the F tiers. I bumped them out of the F tier, but they're the bottom of D tier. But yeah, I'm feeling really confident with this list. What do you guys think? If you have any opinions of your own, leave them down in the comments section below. But I am feeling super confident in this tier list with all of my favorite. I think Gen 3 has some of the best designed Pokemon of all time. Really kind of hard not rating some more like above others. That's why I had to make the Z plus tier and the S plus tier. I didn't really have to do that for other ones because, like, you know, some generations just have clear winners and clear losers, but this generation is literally just winners for the most part. And yeah, so that's it for Gen 3. If you guys liked watching, make sure you slap up a nice like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye! Bye! Peace out, Fish Trouts.